Yeah.
Ooh, Ethiopians versus Huns. This is a really dynamic matchup. I'll talk about the civs. Or actually, I'll talk about the maps, and I guess I'll give the civs over to Dave.
Worked all night and spent another 5 hours helping a friend move this morning. Seeing you stream makes my day. Would you ever do an elimination tournament with players?
I would say the one thing that I've noticed between the last map and this map is that if someone has forward resources, the other person's going to have forward resources, right? Like MbL's main gold, secondary gold, third gold, not ideal. But the same could be said for Dogao, right? So I can appreciate the fact that it's a bit consistent, but map control is going to be key in this one.
Why do we drive?
I love the fact he's got 2 great wood lines, though. I really like that. And Dogao has got a wood line option as well. I think as long as you have a nice safe wood, then you can work around having forward stone, forward gold. Yeah, and as long as hills aren't too extreme as well. Dogao's hill in the previous game was probably as extreme as it's gonna get. The max elevation on Hidden Cup to Arabia is 5 tiles instead of, I think default is 8. So it's a little bit less for MbL here, for example. If this was an 8-tile hill, that would be, we would be calling this a crater now. It's not near as bad. But Ethiopians versus Huns, I think this is a fun civ matchup. And I think for Huns, they need to get the ball rolling with their mobility. They're a knight and cav archer civ, and Ethiopians are more of an archer pike civ. So maybe MbL will need to wall more, Dave, and probably go for higher numbers in military, while Dogao will go for lower numbers and more speed. Does MbL opt for knights or cav archers here? Ooh, what you mean, Dogao? Because he's Huns? Sorry, Dogao. Yeah, that's right. Well, I think Huns going scouts here is the better play, because you're probably expecting Ethiopian man-at-arms, and Huns can't really compete with that. So I think you go scouts and then turn it into knights and skirms in the next stage. Ideally. I think MbL got the first hit there on the scout war, but he took one as he was running away. Okay. We'll see. Chat, thank you guys. Thank you, Tears. I don't know if I would do an invite-only single elimination tournament with 1,500 players. Something tells me that that would not go all that well. Like, okay, players that have a rating of 1,500, or you're inviting 1,500 different people? Oh, no. I assume he meant players. He did say single elimination tournament with 1,500 players. So they want to make you work, man. They want to run Robo into the ground. I mean, I'm going to assume he meant 1,500 rated players there, not 1,500 players. Invite only? Do we have 1,500 players to invite? My God. Thank you, Tears, very much for the donut. Eldry, thank you for the gifted subs. There's a barracks for MbL. This tells me that it's for man-at-arms. And then I think the scouts has got to be the play for Dogao, for sure. You know, MbL could secure this whole base here with that cliff on the left side. Yeah. If he waltz the cliff and then waltz the wood, and then just right across that hill at the front of his base, all of a sudden his map is fairly nice. Yeah. It's one of those situations where, because he hasn't scouted that wood to the left of the cliff, he might think that's too much to wall. And he might wall... Well, which gold is he taking right now? He's going for a drush? What? Oh, he's drushing. What? What? Who? And it's bad because Dogao's gonna see this. Yeah, Dogao spots it. Well, it could be drush flush. It could be drush into a really fast feudal age, though. Look at his food. I don't think... No, he has a lot on wood. This is drush FC. It's risky. I haven't seen this in a while. Well, Ethiopians is one of the rare civilizations where it can work. Because you get the plus 100. Yeah, I always forget about that. It's such a nice surprise when you're playing this civ. It's like Christmas when you hit the next stage. It is really nice. It's like finding $5 in the sofa. That's what it is. I can see that. I get the comparison. Nice wall off from Dogao, though he is not walled on the backside, but he's tracking this. And there I was in the battlefield against the English bastards. The castle we were building on the front would seal our victory. Willie Wallace has just donated, Dave.
Lord Dort set the castle on fire
Willie
whilst
Wallace?
drinking with F1.
I'm gonna
Willie.
assume so.
Continues.
Like William Wallace's son?
Well, remember, for Hidden Cup 2, I guess we'll talk about this in the talk show. Because someone stole the name William Wallace, the account is Willie Wallace.
Oh my god.
So, we'll be like, here comes Willie.
Big Willie.
Great play from Dogao, it has to be said. I love the way he's quick-walled here to keep the Drush out. He is now making scouts. We'll see if his eco's right to continue production here. Oh, wow, both scouts are on 3 HP. What? MbL killed it.
Sick.
That was well done.
He's been playing some of that first-person AoE, man. He's been microing.
Oh my god. That'd be great to get pro players in sometime. We talked about Drush FC for MbL, but Dave, I think you realized that that's too risky.
You can't Drush FC.
Well,
he can pull it off though because of
Ethiopians. Yeah.
He's got the resources. He'll have the res to do Drush FC. It's just so risky.
Yeah. Well, just like you. Sorry to interrupt. Just like you said, you forget that you're going to get the resources. So when I'm casting this, I'm like, oh, he only has 80 gold and 600 food. That's not going to be enough. But
and Dogao is just too slow. He's actually sending 2 villagers forward. Is he going to like tower that gold on the left-hand side? MbL now with an archer range and blacksmith most likely.
Yep. Will be archer range blacksmith. MbL is not only going Drush FC, he's going Drush Fast Castle with 3 walls. 3 tiles around his gold. That is it. He has not spent any time walling up.
I love the fact that Dogao is sending villagers forward right now.
Yeah.
I love it so much. He knows it's a Drush FC. He saw the militia. He saw how delayed MbL was getting to feudal age. And now he's gonna, if he puts a tower down on that gold, MbL is gonna have some issues here.
Yeah, and MbL will need a response to this pretty quickly. Let's see if he spots it. I feel like he has a good chance of spotting this depending on where Dogao might place it.
Hi, I'm new.
I can't see that wolf moving because he hasn't scouted that area. But yeah, he's got a lot of line of sight.
Yeah.
If Dogao places it in the perfect spot, it's super hype. But I have a feeling he's gonna place it near that blacksmith.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, let's see. He might place it more to the south.
Oh, because he sees the building there. He might do it.
That'd be so smart.
Oh, man. MbL.
And meanwhile...
Are you going to see this?
Now, MbL could just batter it down. MbL is going to have... See, does he have fletching yet? He doesn't have... He's about to complete fletching and he'll have 2 ranges to produce archers. But... Oh, you know what? I don't like the tower. It's not hitting the gold enough.
It will hit the gold once he gets the upgrades, and it's gonna hit that wood as well.
Okay.
But, I mean, I'm with you if it was like 2 tiles
to the left. Yeah.
Still in that little nook on the wood line, so you can only attack 3 or 2 sides.
Now, when someone's going Drush FC, guys, it's important you do apply pressure like this. So Dogao has done the right thing to go forward. MbL does not have a lot of resources left. He can't easily rebuild lumber camps. He can't easily rebuild mining camps. And also, MbL won't have a lot of units. So Dogao has scouts and skirms. While they're just feudal age units, as long as Dogao is able to track where MbL is, MbL might not be able to push out. But as I say that, Dogao's looping to the left, MbL is going to the right. He'll have crossbow and bodkin arrow, Dave. This is getting dangerous for Dogao now. Oh, yeah. Man.
Dogao's got to secure his base at home somewhere. He's fortunate that MbL went into crossbows and not knights, so that tower can't get cleared up right away.
Yeah.
But he's a long way from hitting castle age.
The tower's just so bad, in my opinion.
Right in my book.
Like, Dogao knew that MbL had a woodline on the other side.
He's in on the gold. He's in on the gold. He's got the skirmishers and the scouts there now.
Ooh.
And only 1 crossbow from MbL right now. He's got some in the ranges, I think.
Oh, and if he sends the crossbows out, Dogao will use the skirms versus them. This is sloppy stuff. And meanwhile, MbL's forward with his crossbows. Oh, he could hit the woodline, Dave. And MbL will stabilize. He has a lot of weak villagers, but he'll stabilize. Is he going to kill that scout with those vills? Yep.
God, that tower gives me so much pain. I thought it was 1 tile closer than it actually is.
Yeah. If he gets the tower up, then I guess MbL's going to relocate anyway, but it would have made it more complicated for MbL. Has to be said, great execution from MbL. He barely even walled, man. This is not easy.
The balls to just go Drush FC
yeah.
against Dogao.
Yep. Well, I think I just jinxed him because his crossbows are going to be caught off guard here. But second TC on the way up for MbL, so he will start to climb in the Vil count.
Well, he's going to see that Dogao is going out to that gold, and he has more range
yeah.
than Dogao, so he can just force Dogao to stay here with his skirmishers.
No armor for Dogao, so...
the tower's doing work now. It's doing work. Kill 2 villagers.
Okay.
It's denying the gold.
Now, MbL has to dance. He has more range, but there's a lot of units for Dogao to throw away. Dogao just needs to give himself a lot more time. This is risky for MbL to even stop at this point, because if he stops...
He don't stop.
Yeah, then the group is going to get it. That's exactly what he shouldn't have done.
No. He could have got all of those home.
So, MbL does not have anything to kill these skirmishers right now, and now he's choosing to build a siege workshop. This has become a very good game. I'm glad the towers actually worked, because now that it seems to have worked, it's a good tower. Hit the woodline and the gold.
So that's the problem with going fast castle into crossbows, because you don't get that immediate power spike.
Yeah.
Like if he had gone fast castle into knights, Dogao would be in a really tough position right now.
He doesn't have anything next to his gold. All of his skirms are forward.
Oh no.
That's really bad. That's really bad. I think he wants to tower there eventually.
And the Mangonel is coming from behind with 3 crossbows as well.
This is really bad.
He's gonna probably pick off 1 villager with the skirms, maybe.
Oh god. Oh god. The game's gonna end here at this rate. MbL's building the house walls.
He snuck through, but everything is going wrong for him.
Yeah.
He's forced off his gold at home. He's still running away with these skirmishers. He managed to keep them alive, which is something, and he's on the way to Castle Age, but
yeah,
no answer for these crossbows at home.
Yeah, I think that once he saw the siege workshop, he probably just should have ran back to his base. I kind of get the thought process of not wanting to let MbL choose his point of attack, because if you run back home, then MbL could go to the left or right, but maybe send half your skirmishers in to harass and then send the other half back home. He is on his way to Castle Age now, Dogao, but MbL will probably have a slight Vil lead by the time that he gets there.
He's getting scale barding armor, so he's gonna go Knight Skirm, I guess. He did get the tower up on his gold.
Yep.
So that's nice.
Yeah, and overall...
Not a stable eco.
Yeah, not a stable eco, but overall it's a situation he could actually come back from once he gets Elite Skirm in a few nights. So it's been a fun game, man. I like the fact that MbL went for this risky strategy, for sure. It's made the game interesting.
And he actually might lose these crossbows as well.
He will?
Right into the skirms. That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
He needs those crossbow numbers, especially since Dogao is going into Knights.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Knights Elite Skirm is what Huns would want to do against Ethiopians. Ethiopians, I mean, for now, their lack of mobility is going to be a huge concern. MbL will almost have to stay at home, and it will be, in long-term, crossbows, skirms, and maybe pikemen. I think this is where Dogao can do some damage, man, now that he's getting his upgrades. Tower's getting shot down, so I bet you MbL wants a TC on the left. I would place it to the left of the gold. Yep, he's building a TC there. Dogao probably expects that. Dogao can actually see it with his blacksmith. It's funny how the blacksmith line of sight is played apart twice. I don't know if that knight will be enough.
Yeah, there's a couple more coming from behind, but they're late.
Yeah.
These skirmishers are really tough for MbL to deal with, though, because on this hill, it's not likely that he's going to get a good mangonel shot.
Yeah.
But there's one coming out right now. There is one coming out right now.
Oh,
it's
God.
in the siege workshop. He's got him trapped.
Oh, the shot! The attack round from MbL was so good! Oh, all the skirms. are gonna die at this rate.
Filthy.
Oh my god. You did jinx it. We both jinxed it today.
Oh no.
Oh my god, all the skirms except 3 go down. And the knights couldn't get in because the crossbows were still alive, and now I'm certain that MbL has a lead because he is on 3 TCs, he has 3 Mangonels, he has Ethiopian crossbows on the hill. Ouch, man. So good from MbL though, has to be said.
Yeah, it was really indecisive from Dogao too. He kind of went over to the right side. He was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
He went back to the left side. Oh shit! And then he just died.
Well, that's 2 moments now where Dogao has been a bit shaky with his decisions. The moment in Feudal Age where he sent his skirms forward, and then that moment right there. And against a player like MbL, you just don't get away with that. And Dogao's Mangonel was at 95% in that Siege Workshop and went down. Ouch.
University now for MbL. Once he gets ballistics, it's already rough for Dogao, but it's gonna be really rough here.
Yeah, it gets a lot more complicated now because Elite Skirm won't do anything for you. It's not even worth to try and make more of them. Dogao needs Spring Style to save him now. Spring Style is all in Castle Age.
Yeah. And now his knights are gonna get found by those crossbows.
MbL?
Hello?
Alright.
Okay.
He's like, hey, get out of here. Interesting. Dogao was hoping to snipe some bills there. Good awareness from MbL to realize the knights were going in. Did he even see them? How did he know that? It's weird. It's either
I think he just figured that Dogao wouldn't come up the main hill.
Yeah.
And would try and go over there.
Yeah, Dogao is 2 town centers. Will be 3 town centers in a bit, but he'll be about 15 villas behind. But he has that mobility. MbL is just defending at home, so there's gotta be some way. Maybe split groups, have 10 knights on the right, 10 knights on the left. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. MbL, did you see that TC? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
It's still
He's trying
messy.
to get both stones at the same time. Like, it's not gonna work, man. Oh, the knights. I'm not sure about this position at all.
Well,
but he's got knights coming from behind too.
Oh my god!
Can he do this?
I think he can. They have +2.
Oh my goodness.
What was MbL doing there? He wasn't expecting the numbers. He didn't add in any pikes, which is what Ethiopians should be doing.
There's 10 crossbows in the ranges. He's not ungarrisoning them to get them with his main army. He's not even using that army in his ranges right now.
Yeah, he pulls back to the
Dogao
TC.
can't take this fight.
Yeah, Dogao needs to run away now. That was a good moment, Dogao, but don't fight this. I think you split up your numbers here. You hit all the wood lines, all the TCs, instead of staying here. That's exactly what MbL wants. MbL doesn't have the speed. Staying here just gives him a lead right back, and David was good for Dogao. I think that immediately after that start to the engagement, he needs to hit all the TCs with groups of knights.
Yeah, he needs to go to the right.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in chasing those crossbows. You got a favorable engagement, taking all 3 of those Mangonels.
Yeah.
Which don't really matter to MbL at the moment. And getting a good position on the crossbows, but then you just let him retreat back into that choke point.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I could see how he would think that MbL wouldn't have 10 crossbows in each range, though. He'd probably think there's just 1 or 2 in there. But still, I think you gotta use your strength as your civ and split up your groups there, because MbL would have lost so many vills.
I like the push on the right-hand side. I feel like Dogao's best defense right now is offense.
Yes, for sure.
Can't really secure his base against what MbL has, especially with how open it is on the left side, so he's gotta make sure MbL knows his army is hanging around.
Exactly.
And he's got knights going in at the south. MbL just completed a TC there.
Man, the timing on that. Now imagine if the knights earlier had arrived here. MbL notices this. He's fortunate to get the TC up. And now MbL notices the skirms next to the siege.
Yeah, and Dogao won't have time to build up his army there for a push. Sending the knights back, but I think even with the knights, unless he gets a great Mangonel shot, he can't take this fight.
10 vills behind. Still making elite skirms, making knights. MbL's gotta be thinking about the Imperial Age at this point, because he doesn't seem to be pushing out and he has so many town centers. But he's not all that close. So there's still
he's got
some
5 TCs.
time, yeah.
Why? Why add that last TC? I don't get it.
He's a Black Forest player, man. I do like the touch from MbL to use the attack grounds on the enemy siege workshop instead of clicking it. Because if you click it, then you'll damage your own ram there.
I think he still is damaging the ram. Oh no, just avoiding it. And don't take this fight though. You gotta retreat back to your Mangonel.
Don't
pikemen.
Don't run into the attack grounds. That would be kind of funny. Yep.
Look at these archers go though. Look at that fire rate.
They're nuts, dude. They are so crazy. And then the Mangonel shot and the split from Dogao. Great play all around here from both. That was good micro. More expensive losses for Dogao in that situation, though. He lost a lot of knights. It's so easy for MbL to mass more crossbow. It is not easy for Dogao to make more knights.
MbL's got to stop making bills now. Just go up. He can buy his way up if he wants to.
Yeah, I'm thinking he'll use the market. Building houses. I like how you could tell he found idols everywhere to build houses with. Idleville on the front, Vills in the back, and then Vill in the center. Houses everywhere.
Also start thinking about map control a little bit. If you're MbL, he hasn't scouted the corners.
Yeah.
Looking for those extra golds. Dogao, he's got a bit better scouting, but he hasn't scouted that top side either. There's 2 golds up there.
Well, if MbL hits Imp with this army, it could be the game. I think
that Dogao's looping around again with the knights, and MbL's out of position again with those crossbows a little bit.
Yeah, this is the moment. Right when MbL clicks Imp, that's when he's most vulnerable. This is where Dogao can come back. He needs to trade versus these units now, before they become Arbalest. Dogao's not anywhere near the Imperial Age himself.
MbL coming forward with a castle to secure that hill. It's a nice location for him.
Yeah, the start to that fight was good for Dogao, but then he lost a few knights to the pikemen. He needs to continue this push, man. He definitely needs to continue this.
I also like Dogao's castle right near MbL's, securing that hill. So that whole side of the map with the TC and the castle is pretty secured for him.
You can really see how hesitant MbL is to push out because of the lack of speed here. And I have to credit Dogao. If you look at the fights, the game has not been going his way. But still, it's 157 versus 160 population. And he actually will click Imp soon, so this is impressive stuff.
This is one of the problems with Ethiopians in Castle Age, is you're stuck to this crossbow, mono crossbow composition, right? Maybe some mangonels, but it's hard to push out with it because all your army has to be in one place.
And finally, Dogao will get a good raid. And this is what he needed, and this is the timing he needed it. This MbL now has to come back, right? So MbL's going to hit Imp, and he wants to go forward.
And look at the skirms. The skirms are going to hit him too, at the south side here.
Yeah, this is exactly what you need to do in Dogao's position. MbL 110% wants to go Arbalest and Bomber Cannon and push forward, but he can't do that because Dogao's on both sides.
And if Dogao sits in this wood too, if he like takes 10 of those skirms and puts them on the farms, really rough for MbL.
Now, at the same time, Dogao can't lose his numbers. He needs to hold some type of map control.
Uh-oh, Mangonel. Uh-oh.
I see that. Oh!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Run!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's an oopsie right there.
MbL going forward with the crossbows. There is a Mangonel there from Dogao.
Oh, save it, Dogao. Let's hope he gets lucky with the timing.
There's another one coming out. Oh!
MbL's not gonna expect this to be coming out. Get it, Dogao.
They're gonna stop, and it's gonna die. Nice shot.
Wow, and there's quite a few weak ones there, Dave. And that one gets a shot off as well! All things considered, that was very good. Very, very good. Still, though, how do you kill that right now? You just don't.
Dogao getting kind of lucky here. He sent his villagers out to the right-hand side, so he's going to find that extra gold.
Yeah. And he's hoping to bring his skirms back, Dave. Now, at the same time, while Dogao is trying to kill, or will try and chase down the Arbs. Another Mangonel shot,
MbL.
yeah. But the skirms will go back, and then MbL will start pushing back from his base against this castle. So MbL in more control at the moment.
Dogao needed to react to that quicker, I think.
I agree. What you mean to what exactly?
The Arbalists in the back. He's just sending them now.
Yeah.
He could have trapped them when they were back there.
Well, I think the concern would have been that he wouldn't have had his upgrades, but now MbL, he sees the skirms, so he goes, okay, your skirms aren't going to be next to my castle, so MbL will just, well, he should run here. Okay, MbL's not going to run. But my point is that he knows he could push a little bit more from the front, and that's where he's sending some more units.
He's gonna find that gold maybe too. Either the one at the top or the one at the side. Or not, he's just gonna lose his army, okay.
There's a lot he's doing at the moment. He actually just lost a trebuchet. Dude, the power of Huns, their trebs don't miss. That's something I always forget about with Huns. If you go into a treb war with them, they can hold easier. But not against Capped Ram if you don't have knights to kill them. Dogao, pack up your trebs, man, and get out of here. Dude, Dogao is showing us how good he is, man. For people who don't know Dogao, he is definitely someone that can get results in Hidden Cup 2. Look at this. He's still holding this.
And not the greatest execution either, just like a really great strategy from him.
Yeah.
His castle has delayed MbL so much. Even if it goes down,
yeah,
that's like 6 minutes that MbL can't get back. He had the army advantage, and now it's pretty much evened out.
And look at how the eco is spread out all over the map for Dogao. And he's making Cavalier. I mean, the guy is everywhere. He's on all the extra golds. The only thing you could say is that he doesn't have a lot of relics, but I think he might lose his trebs, Dave, but he is not going to lose his castle. He's going to defend this castle.
Go after the Arbalists. So now MbL's Arbalist numbers dropping once again. And I mean, I favor Huns in the late game.
Definitely,
I think
man.
it's shifted. I think it's in Dogao's favor, arguably, right now.
I think MbL needs to pack up his trebs, because if he doesn't pack up his trebs, they're all going to die to the cav. I guess Dogao will lose his castle, but Dogao has the lead. Definitely.
That castle did work. That castle did everything it needed to.
Now, MbL is making Showtell warriors, Dave. They're not elite, but they're a unit that has a lot of attacks, so they'll shred skirms, and then maybe if he kills the skirms, then his Arbs can kill the Cavalier. It's a tough task, because Showtells are, well, they're weak, like I said, but it's possible.
I might want to use the Showtells to raid instead of fighting this army, because they'll die to the skirmishers.
Yeah, so 16 attack, 40 HP. And now Dogao's getting Parthian tactics. He has a lot of gold banked up. Great scouting, though he doesn't see the relic on the left. Look at that one tile.
Doesn't see the gold at the back either.
Yeah. But he had the one extra gold.
It's really unfortunate for Dogao that, or sorry, for MbL that both those golds are up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But Dogao now coming in on the right-hand side with some Cavaliers, that's going to cause a lot of pain for MbL.
Yeah,
that's a nice little raid.
That's the type of thing he needs to continue to do. I would like to see the Hussar upgrade and just use Hussars to raid, because you never want MbL to get into that big snowball position where he has a lot of Arbs and a lot of Showtells. Great stuff.
Well, he's getting light cav. He's getting light cav right now. If he puts some stables like in the right corner and just spams Hussar, that's really rough for MbL. And the Cavalier are coming in again under the castle, picking off a lot of villagers.
Yeah, and MbL only has Showtells here to defend, but he also, you know, MbL has done a great job at making sure his base is compact, though. He has 2 castles here, so the raid might be short-lived.
I mean, his right side is wide open. He's only got one wood line that he can reliably take here.
Oh, that's a big one, that right side. I love how he split his forces. That's what we wanted earlier from Dogao. He's doing it now.
Yeah, Dogao's got a much better position now.
Yeah.
He's harassing the wood line at the front. He's harassing the farms at the right side of MbL's base. He's got access to the neutral golds. He's getting into his ideal composition now, Siege Ram and Heavy Cab Archer.
And he's also getting relics. So everything is going good for him, but what he can't do is throw 30 skirmishers away. The skirmishers don't have Cavalier nearby. Dogao has resources to make units. He just needs to make them, and his skirms, well, a lot of them will go down. They're going to run back.
Cav archers. Showtails won't do well against Cav archers.
No.
No, not at all.
And now Hussar's on the way. 1,500 gold still in the bank for Dogao. All the map control. And now if MbL's going skirm, this is perfect because Dogao will have Hussar.
I'd love to see some stables on the sides right now.
Ooh, look at MbL with the 2 showtails on the left. If he sees that wood line, I think the showtail's 2-shot Vills. Oh, Dogao realized that. Wow. Great reaction. What was that you said a moment ago? Sorry, I was so in the zone.
I'd love to see stables on like the right side.
Yeah.
Somewhere over there to raid MbL's base, and they both actually explored that area.
Something interesting is that Dogao does not have a castle right now.
He needs one, for sure.
On the hill again, I think? It'd probably be best.
Do you go hill or do you go right side? Where those showtails are, like, near there, because it's really vulnerable over there right now. He still hasn't found that gold back.
I guess it's good that Dogao has so much of the map.
Oh, that's a big push at the south.
Ooh.
That is a big push. And can MbL do anything against this? He needs Onager or something, like...
Can't kill Seadram unless he has showtails. Showtails will die.
He can't deal with the Cav archers, and Dogao's at the right side as well with some Cav archers and Cavaliers.
Oh, wow, he's looped around. He also has a Vil there to build those stables you're looking for, Dave. There's not a lot that MbL can do right now. He's lost a castle. That was the castle research and conscription, by the way, so he won't have that. And, oh my goodness! This is ridiculous. Look at the production from Dogao.
And look at Dogao's base too. MbL's in there with some showtails.
Yeah, this is a crazy game. So now Dogao needs to defend. This is incredible.
But like, how do you stop this push with the Hussars, the Cav archers, the siege rams?
I don't think it's possible. Yeah. Well, basically, currently Dogao has all the advantages because of the amount of speed he has. If MbL's going to win this game, he can't be reacting. He has to be the one, ideally with a big ball of units in the center of the map pushing, and Dogao has not allowed him to do that. Dave, we could see the GG called here. There's just units everywhere for Dogao.
Yep. Now, I know MbL is comfortable in games like this.
Yeah.
He likes the late game. I think Dogao threw away 4 or 5 rams unnecessary, like at the south.
Yeah,
on that castle.
I see that.
If he had used them to push this army, he could have wiped it out already. But he's still gonna win this fight probably with more Hussar coming in.
Yeah, and the Showtail Pikeman raid was very short-lived. They died to the TC, so MbL doesn't even have that. And
he's got his castle now too, right over on that right-hand side where I thought it should go. That's nice.
Yeah, MbL is stretched. He does not have resources. And Dogao just needs to send in another group now and more stable. Oh, sorry, range is being built here. I think he needs more Hussars in his fight.
Yeah.
Needs more Hussars.
Yeah. And he's making stables now. He knows that.
Yeah.
If he didn't throw away those like 4 or 5 rams, he would have won that for sure.
Yeah, I think.
But now he's building stables on the right side, so that's good.
Yeah, I think that he forgot about the fact that Showtails would shred them if he didn't have anything close by. 3-2 with the relics. There's that gold in the north that MbL actually scouted. Dogao doesn't know it's there. I mean, this game is so close. I would consider this a comeback from Dogao because of how the early stages went. Let's see if MbL can come back now, because he's definitely behind.
Dude, MbL is patrolling with 1 Showtail up near that gold.
Yeah, I see that.
He's going back and forth up there. Oh my god, the little things, man. I love it.
This is so sick. So, MbL probably needs to... Well, it's really tough to know what to do here, because you can't do anything except defend. You just have to defend well.
Dogao needs to shut down MbL's woodlines. He can... Right now, MbL only has the safe one at the front, and that's not even safe.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think it would be a good idea for MbL to send random showtells towards Dogao's eco, just in hopes that you could snipe vills, because one showtell warrior in a woodline could kill all villagers in a few seconds if Dogao doesn't realize.
I can't believe this game isn't over yet.
I know,
MbL.
it's so good, and MbL's not going anywhere, dude.
Imagine if Dogao had found that gold at the top. Oh my goodness.
Dave, these showtell warriors are killing the hussars, so you can't really defend from these things with just hussars either.
He's got to regroup and rethink his situation.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now. He's just kind of getting his army together, hoping that MbL moves himself out of position so he can wipe that up. But right now, I think Dogao is kind of at a loss what to do, because every raid that he sends in gets cleared up by the showtells. And then there's some showtells in his base from time to time.
Well, he has to push the right side with hussars, and he's trying to build buildings there. But MbL spotted that. MbL hasn't spotted that one vill, actually, which is still chilling out there. He could build stables, but... yeah, I think that the risk for Dogao is if he stops pushing at any point.
He's gonna find the gold now. He just found the gold.
Wow.
So that's really big. Look at his scouting, man. That's like 99%. Like, that's close.
I know. It's exciting stuff to see a player return to the game and play this good against someone like MbL, who MbL's easily top 5, right? So we'll talk about it. It's actually after this game we'll have the Hidden Cup 2 talk show. We can talk about Dogao and how we think he could do. But my god, dude, the scouting, the way he's played this mobility, he has a full army of cav archers on the right-hand side now. This is incredible stuff.
The only problem I have with Dogao right now is he's had that sneak villager in the back of him base for like 20 minutes now. Like, dude needs to build.
Yeah, that's the only thing that we could really say he's done wrong here since, I guess, Castle Age onwards. He's doing it again with the Rams here, Dave. I think Rams is actually going to be tough, so I would probably just raid MbL to death, you know?
Yeah, MbL coming forward with a villager and some showtells into Dogao's base once again.
What?
I don't know where she's going. She's dead.
She's dead. He probably clicked the army with the vill to go somewhere.
Yep.
It's probably what happens.
Look at MbL's resources. He has like no
nothing.
Wood.
Yeah. He's has the food though, so he's continuing to create vills as he loses them.
Imagine if Dogao had put like a tower on that forward wood line or something.
Yeah. I know.
MbL would have no access to wood.
Yeah, and Dogao keeps raiding the south. He just forgets about that other wood line. He's even on the right-hand side now. Oh, he's gonna get in. Wait. Never mind. He thinks twice about it. I thought he was going to run right into the farm area there. Oh my god! And MbL is at the gold in the north, Dave! Are you kidding me? Oh my god!
And Dogao reacts right away. Right away.
This is so sick. This game is so good. This is one of the best games I've seen in weeks, honestly. So good.
MbL's resources. I'm cycling through his buildings. Doesn't have that much queued up.
I know. Yeah.
And he doesn't have that much in the bank.
Jeez. Well, there are very few players who could survive the endless raiding like MbL has done here. Dogao has one extra relic. He will take that gold in the north. This is a pause, by the way, guys.
He's got the stables in the right now. Dude, Bob finally started building.
Nice. Okay, so Bob the Builder's doing work. It feels like this is a game that Dogao is eventually going to win, but on so many different levels, this game has been good. Because I thought Dogao was dead for a while after the Josh FC seemed successful for MbL. And then I thought that MbL would have resigned a while ago, but he's still somehow in it. Despite that, though, Dave... Oh, we have a ram push on the right, where MbL's not expecting it, where he doesn't have showtells.
Yeah, he can't do anything against that. He's sending, like, half his army over there. Now he's sending his full army over there.
Yeah.
But...
It's a desperation move, right? Because Dogao can just shift directions, come right back down to the south. Make hussars from Bob's stables, like, yeah.
There's no res for MbL, and Dogao's got res banked.
Yep, and Dogao, the only area he's not pressuring really is that one wood line, and it doesn't matter. I was gonna say he's pressuring the wood line next to the castle on this hill. He will start raids there on the right, and MbL calls the GG. Wait. That's hilarious. Is that in order? MbL called the GG right when Dogao tried to pause and said he needed to take a phone call? That's funny.
Yes.
That must have been the pause right there. Dogao probably paused it before MbL could resign.
What a great game. You remember the moment when he lost all the skirmishers to the Mangonels?
Yes, I do.
I did not foresee this game coming after that moment. I thought that was a firm GG.
Yeah, I thought that MbL would have a big ball of ARPs and snowball a push, and maybe, it's easy to say now, maybe the mistake for MbL was going for the raid with the Arbalest. If he keeps his Arbalest at home and pushes that castle, and then maybe goes for like Bombard Cannon Halb and just stays in the same spot and pushes, maybe that's what does it for him, but that was a hell of a game from Dogao to be able to come back from those losses. The mobility, man, the amount of units he was creating, this guy's a beast.
Yeah, I think MbL needed to secure his right flank a little bit more and then focus on the left push.
Yeah.
With Ethiopians or with any civ that you need your entire army in one place, you gotta wall the flanks.
Yep.
Like Huns is such a civ where all they're doing is attacking the flanks.
Yep.
Ethiopians are driving right down the middle, and you gotta make sure that you don't have any openings into your eco.
If this was a tournament game, we definitely would have seen some things played differently, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't think Dogao would have been as risky. I don't think that MbL would have gone for Drush FC and not walled. And in Imp, or maybe in Castle Age, when MbL had some advantages, he definitely would have stonewalled that right flank. But regardless, the game was fantastic. I need to get prepped, and Dave needs to get prepped for the Hidden Cup 2 talk show. This is actually